Ladies and gentlemen, broskis and broskettes, welcome back to another episode of Long Island Iced Swift. Now tonight marks a new series on Iced Swift. This doesn't mean that the podcasts are ending, no. We're just adding another thing to the show to spice it up. Welcome to Long Island True Story. I'm your host, yours truly, Swift Rider.
Oh, radio, tell me everything you know.
Please welcome my guest tonight, an upcomer named Jaxson Michaels, formerly known as CM Punk II. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks a lot, Swift. It's been an honor doing this podcast with you. I've been wanting to do it for a while.
Man, it's been a pleasure having you. Alright. Now, before we get on with the new series, we have a question from a guy named JB Grizzly. You've been trying to get your name out there, but how do you plan to do that in the near future?
Honestly, get big in the indies, get noticed by some big talent on and big bad names like Kids Rock Force, RCW, Bump Draftings, DXW. Just get noticed from the indies, and then hop on the mainstream and kind of boost off my career from there.
Right. Okay. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's move on. The way True Story works is you'll be recalling step-by-step things that happened during your career, from when you started to present. Jaxson, are you ready?
I am, Swift. I am.
Alright, man, tell us what your career was like in a sequential order. Go ahead.
I first started Roblox in 6th grade. That was 2011, and I started off as Place John 76. That's when I was a noob, you can call me at the time. I got my first start in WWD, which was Habs Fan 72 Alt-Sped. And he pretty much used me, got his friends to call me Noobs because I used white instead of tan as a skin choice, although I was new to Roblox and I didn't know better. I stopped using that account because I got bullied and I started using Weary John Cena 123. A lot of people know me from that name, like DeMarco, for instance. iCommandot, also known as XXX Silent Murder XXX. We know his most famous gimmick as the Destroyer Samoso. And from there, I changed my name to CM Punk II because of the fact that people were saying, "Oh, you wear John Cena and all that," and I got tired of it. From there, I got into a lot of feds named NGW, for instance.
Right,
My career started. Yeah. My career started getting in there, but my first boost career was a fed called EWTF. That's where I first met Punisher. No, my bad. That's when I first met Punisher. And he was talking to me, and he had a KO Squad shirt on. And I was like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's a team I'm in." I was like, "Oh, can I join?" He's like, and this is the time where he said, I'm not the leader of it, but you can buy the shirt and I'll tell you to talk to someone." And so I bought the shirt. I went to a fed called XCW, and that's where I met Adrian at, and Oz. Oz yelled at me for wearing the shirt, but to get my money back, he let me in the group. After a change of occurrences, I was kicked out of the group because of the fact that, one, they accused me of bullying someone. You guys won't know his name. His name is Austin Gamer TV WWE. Yeah. I was in a call with him, Punisher, and Wacky at the time. And Wacky and Punisher basically made fun of him. I was mute or quiet most of the call. And that call finished, and Austin went to Oz. Of course, I got yelled at, told Oz at the time by way of me and KO Squad. We apologized for our actions. We moved on. further down the line, they were getting rid of some people for space. I was one of the ones who got kicked. Now I was like, okay with it, like, y'all need space, okay. And then they said that I got kicked because I was a waste of space and all that. And so in NGW, I don't know if you remember this, but me, Punisher, and another guy created the Sons of Anarchy as kind of like a wrestling team to get back at Chaos Squad. And that's when the beef started with me and Ox. I eventually got fired from NGW, but got brought back in when I started playing Roblox again. And from there, I went to REW and won the developmental title. I lost that. I didn't lose it. I lost Wi-Fi, and I couldn't defend my title at that next pay-per-view. And I got pushed to main roster and went for the Cruiserweight title. I couldn't do that pay-per-view because I lagged so hard because I was at a campground with a hot spot. And next Friday at the show, I got a rematch versus Violent Fierce when I beat him 5-3. And two feds I didn't mention was a fed called RWE. It was owned by George. I can't remember his full name. And there was another one called Velocity Roblox Wrestling VRW, owned by H1 Dud. I didn't do much in that fed. I was mostly backstage the whole time. I wasn't big at all. I was just a noob that didn't really know how to wrestle. And I started training myself. I got better and better. As IIC and Punk, I started getting noticed a lot. Chaos Squad basically took down my career. No one basically wanted to push me. So I took a break from pro wrestling, and I came back and got the ring rust off of me. Got a lot better, and here I am now.
Oh, for real? That's it?
Well, that's not really it. I mean, there's more to the story. A tiny fed called RWE 2K17. I held the main title, and it was called the Face. That didn't last long because the fed shut down. That was what I Command I also had a fed named XRW. I Command also known as XXX Silent Murder. XXX was the face of that company, basically brought it in. I had a buddy long ago named he was a part of the P2 gang, the Platinum P2 gang when it was really going, and where P is for Family was going. Those were the two hottest factions at the time. I started a fed called WWRW, Worldwide Roblox Wrestling, and I had to take a break from it because something personal in my life happened to one of my family members. That was very tragic for me. He basically took over the fed, and I'm still friends with him now, but I never really revived the fed because it's really dead. I've had a lot of things that I can't think of in my career, but there was a lot of ups and downs, and I'm now in two tag teams. I have a split feds with them. REW, I'm in the New Blood with Missing Money, in the Bank 22. I'm tag champions in PWA with Rockmaster 02. Oss is IC champion in that. Let's see. A fed that I really can't think of right now. I'm IC champion in. There's a lot of feds. Oh, ECW, Zane's fed. You're familiar with that?
Yeah, I know that fed.
Yeah. I actually helped him build that fed from the ground up. When he first started that fed, it was about a 26-member fed. I came in. Yeah, I came in. I built his arenas. did all the admin, all the scripting in it until his brother, NBA King James, took over, and I didn't like how NBA ran the Fed, so I left. I dipped. But before that could happen, I was the very first ECW champion in that Fed. Zane's now is known as Phenomenal CJ. Zane's now owns a 300 plus member Fed, which Swift you're in. I'm a Hall of Famer in it. I won the tag champions one time with Canada Rules.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was a one-time tag champion with him back in the day, and when I was there, it's nothing like it was now. But he got some pretty good management. He took care of himself. I actually helped him train a lot because I was a slight bit better than Zane. I kind of saw him now once I learned his movements. But yeah, Zane and I became really close friends, and we call each other brothers. I helped Punisher build up his Fed. Of ERW. I helped him build up ERW. Then KO management took over, and I actually got to manage the Tron once in his Fed because I cheaped my way into watching WrestleMania where the Hardy Boys came back, and I think that was WrestleMania 34.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was. Yeah. I cheaped my way into watching that live, and I live streamed it on Rabbit, and he and I watched that whole pay-per-view on a live stream on Rabbit, and I didn't have a WWE network at the time, so I did that for him. Phantom and I don't really have a good background with each other. We were on the same team. Things didn't go well, and Phantom and what's his name?
Punisher.
Phantom and Phantom and Snowden kind of didn't like how I acted, so they kept on reporting me to management, and I was an honorary member of KO at the time. I still had their Discord server and all. But now KO and I are basically not on a good page, I should say. Another thing I was in was before KO Squad, I was involved in the Bullet Club. I got kicked out of that for I don't know what reason. It was probably management issues, but whatever. Then I went to KO. Then I went back to Bullet Club, and I just stopped factions. I stopped doing factions and teams. But I found the Silent Bullets, which I'm World Heavyweight champion in now with RWE 2K16. Actual Fed owned my Max. As I stated, I'm REW Cruiserweight champion. I don't really have much of a background in pro wrestling as far as I can remember, but I have more of a long-waited trying to hype up career, and that kind of started in RCW as CM Punk II, and that was before I met KO Squad. Now with that story, I was new to pro wrestling still. I was still an upcoming guy on the scene, and I was in a full service battle royal, and believe it or not, actually eliminated half the people in that battle royal before I was eliminated myself. And I said something in normal chat, not PMs, not whispers, not anything. Normal chat. I was like, dang, y'all do realize I eliminated like half the people in that. And along comes a PM from Kids Rock 4 saying, good job. And I was like, hey, think I could get a match? And he was like, sure, I'll see what I can do. Next thing you know, 2 matches later, I get a one-on-one match. Um, I was still coming on the scene, so I lost 3-2, and I at that time I didn't know the theme song "Hated You from Hello" by Cold Downplay was someone's theme, and that was really big in the Fed at the time. And so when I used that theme, they cheered, but as soon as I walked out, they heavily booed. And I didn't know anything at that time. I was kind of new to the professional side for wrestling. So I just stuck in the indies, and I built my way up. My favorite gym at the time back then was Gym of Tragedy, when they had the original design, not how it is now. And yeah, I got my start in all those places.
Really? That's it?
Yep.
That's a long way to go, to be honest. That's a long way to go.
Yeah.
Signs of stopping, right? I mean, do you have any retirement date soon?
Not as of yet. Before I retire, I want to do a lot more with my career, like a lot more. I have goals to become Outbreak champion, Outbreak TV champion, a lot of things. And yeah.
Follow your goals. Unlike me, you might be able to get an Outbreak title. I was unsuccessful at that twice, actually. Anyways.
I saw both those matches on YouTube. You did pretty good, honestly.
Hey, lying is bad. Lying is bad. Okay.
No. From my opinion, I know personally how you felt because I watched your earlier podcast. But honestly, in my opinion, I feel like you did your best at that, even though you were shook up and everything, and you didn't have time to prepare. You did your best. You did your best, like any of us would have had, and like I would have had. I would do my best if I'm unprepared or if I'm shaken up or if I'm just like I don't have my swing right. If the lag is off the charts, which I hate at times. If the lag doesn't work.
That was a huge problem in Outbreak for me. I'm thinking, okay, remove hashtag, and then I did it, and the hashtag wasn't removed. I'm like, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Anyways, man, if that's it, that's all the time we've got for today. Thank you so much for being on the show, man. It's been a pleasure having you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man. Great podcast, I'd say, bros. Go follow my Twitter at TSA Roblox for a chance to be on the podcast yourself. Make sure to drop a like on this video. Take that subscribe button in for a rough ride. Take care. Spike your hair. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
Oh, radio, sound the